Okay, Joanna.
Yeah.
What a week it has been since I last saw you.
Can you even believe you're like a whole new disease in?
I know. I'm a whole new disease in. I will tell you all about how and where I contracted COVID. I had COVID last week. Not fun. 0 stars.
I know.
I think the reviews are real. It's not great. But let's talk about something positive that probably got me through a pretty depressing week. Taylor Swift's new album dropped.
I know. All right. We do have a lot to talk about it. I have to set the record straight.
I know what you're going to say.
You don't actually.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
I've read every review I can find online about it.
I believe that, but I also believe you have not listened to one song.
Why do you have to know me so well?
Okay, so I want to know, what is the most interesting thing you've read about Midnights?
People are obsessed with it.
Okay, that person's me.
Okay.
I feel like I actually produced the album. I know it so well. Jack Antonoff and I, we did it. We mixed it together.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song that you've read about?
No.
No, you don't even have. So all you've read, and you said you've read everything.
I have.
You've read that people love it.
People.
That's it.
People are obsessed with it. It's her best album to date. She's very in her head. She's very open. She's crossed into a different boundary. She's really real. She's identifiable. She's like all
iconic, just truly iconic. So let me tell you, first of all, I do want to talk about the album. I'm going to tell you all my thoughts on all 13 songs.
Oh, God.
Just be prepared. I am going to be insufferable through this. I am so deeply obsessed with this album. I haven't been this obsessed in a really long time.
I don't know. You get obsessed with things pretty quickly.
I do, but this one I'm deeply obsessed. Okay, so let me just tell you, first of all, I agree with all of those characteristics.
Thank you. I mean, they were written by like profound journalists.
Okay.
Yeah.
But one of the things, you know me, what do? I immediately get stressed for her.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's why I'm stressed for her.
Okay.
I said this to John today.
Okay.
And by the way, today she announced her world tour, although the world dates haven't been added yet.
Also, she's in the top. She's broken all kinds of records.
Yes, top 10 in Billboard's Top 100 for the first time. Drake was the last person. He had top 9 out of 10. She has top 10 out of 10. Anyway, it's fine. I read this stuff too.
Oh.
I've done my Taylor
Okay.
homework.
All right.
Okay, so here's why I'm stressed for her. Her new tour. She has put out so much new music since her last tour, the Reputation tour.
Right.
I am literally stressed for her set list. How is she going to do it? So she read my mind. The tour, it's called the Eras Tour, and it's spanning all of her eras, new and past.
I mean, brilliant.
But when I think of her set list, I think it has to be 87 songs because she's not going.
She's going to change it for every show, I bet.
I can't. No.
No. I think she's going to change it.
I don't think she can.
If she is that prolific that she can come up with this many albums.
No, I'll tell you why she's not. John shoots her stadium shows.
Okay. No.
Sorry to flex, but that's just what it is. Okay?
God.
Her stage show is so specific. You have to remember, she's not just up there at, like a microphone and a guitar.
I understand that.
Her stage show has like pyrotechnics in it. You just can't flip us unless you did.
Unless you're Taylor Swift, then you can do anything.
I'm glad you believe that for her, and I do deeply believe that as well.
I know.
But I think that these shows are so.
You know what she might have? She might have like 4 different versions, and
she might.
And you don't know.
She might have 4 different versions.
You don't know which one you're getting when you go.
Although
and that would be very her.
But that stresses me out for her too. Imagine having to memorize 4 different entire productions.
You know what? I stressed my mom out this week. You know what I told her?
What?
We were going by houses in my neighborhood, and there was all these Halloween decorations, and I said, where are these people storing all their Halloween decorations?
Well, don't even get me started on that. We're gonna get into Halloween. So put a pin in that.
But if you want to talk about things that are stressful.
No, I don't. I want to talk about Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I came here to talk about Taylor Swift. Okay, so the good news is the concert was incredible. The bad news, I got COVID.
You got public COVID.
So I got public COVID, and I done a lot of thinking about this. You got COVID from your son.
I got private COVID.
You got family COVID. I got stranger COVID. But arguably stranger COVID is gross. I mean, it's definitely worse, but I went out with a blast.
I think stranger COVID's better.
I think it's germier.
I got it from my bed. Miles came home from a trip with my parents and was in my bed for 10 minutes, coughed once, and
that's it.
I had him get a COVID test right away. And within those 10 minutes, he was in my bed, and I
got COVID.
Family COVID.
You got family COVID. I got stranger COVID, but I had so much fun. Stranger COVID, I think, was worth it.
Right.
But I disagree. I think family COVID is cleaner.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know who my COVID came from.
Well, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like all like the little like COVID, those green little bowls.
Totally.
Like who knows who I'm sharing that with?
But Miles had stranger COVID, so I had adjacent stranger COVID.
You know what? That's Miles' problem. You know what? That is his 11-year-old cross to bear. You got family COVID.
No, I'm stranger COVID adjacent. It's not like
it's different.
No, I'll tell you who really got the best version.
Jeremy. Because he got it from you.
Yeah.
It's cleaner it's cleaned twice over. Totally. Your immune system has already wiped it down for him. So he got it back. The person who got off scot-free was Marlo.
Oh, totally. Oh, not scot-free. She was like alone in the house.
She was alone in the house, just like eating cupcakes and peanut butter or something.
She was not thrilled.
You know what's crazy is in my household, we have now had 5 COVID cases independent of each other. My son got it once, Stella got it once, John got it twice, and now I've had it once. We've never caught it from each other, ever.
That is so weird.
So when I go to sell my house, I'm putting like excellent quarantine location. Like I want everyone to know that you can buy my house and live in it without getting COVID. Don't you think that's great?
No, that's excellent stats.
I think it's like really smart for the listing.
I kind of agree.
You know?
I'm a little bit jealous I can't have that.
No, you can't say it.
No.
Like I have 5 data points to turn to.
You better hope nobody gets it before you try to sell your house.
Even if they do, I guarantee we can quarantine from each other.
I don't want you to lose that stat. It's pretty impressive.
It is really impressive, and I'm gonna put it in. It's gonna be in Zillow as like
top line.
Excellent quarantine location. Can get COVID and not transmit.
You won't get family COVID.
You won't get family COVID. You might still get stranger COVID at like Kroger, but you're not gonna get family COVID. Okay, so Joanna and I have a theory that we could win the Amazing Race because we never get sick of each other and we can do any challenge together, but we're too afraid. We would never start. So we couldn't get on like the
very first plane we would never get on.
And the first challenge would be like, I don't think that's for us. But I know we could win. I just don't think we'd ever get there.
We would just never start.
You are dream casting, by the way.
Yes.
They would put I think they're shooting a season right now. They would put you on mid-season.
They would hold production
to get
and add you guys in.
But tell me, like, what's the craziest thing you did on The Amazing Race?
Well, let me start with this. Like, I want to get rid of some of your pre-race anxiety because if you guys
we're
are
not
serious,
going on the race.
No,
we're not going.
I'm like, are you changing your mind?
No, I know we could win, but we can't.
No,
we
Clea,
can't
if you change your mind, we can't be friends.
I can't.
Let me just give you this nugget of information. Kim said the same thing. She said the toughest part for her about going on The Amazing Race was starting.
You land in California to do all the free stuff. In the Burbank airport, I had a panic attack in the bathroom stall.
That sounds right.
And then Penn had to send a woman in because I was in the women's bathroom to like come get me out of the bathroom stall because I was like having a panic attack. I'm like, I can't do this.
Yes,
I'm gonna
of course.
home.
Of
And
course.
it's because of all of the anticipation and all of the things, and there is a ton of waiting, right? Like that's the toughest part for most people. But during that time, you guys will grow. Your relationship will grow.
You're acting like it's in
sir.
process.
It is not in process. No, we are not. I'd rather go on Dancing with the Stars. We are not gonna do that.
I think Dancing with the Stars is like less bungee jumping, so you should do that.
Or
bungee jumping.
All of it. I mean, again, we're not pitching ourselves to go on. We were just saying if we were to go on, we would win.
If you were, I think I know we're sitting here trying to convince you, but if you were to go on, I 100% agree. You guys would.
You do very well.
You would win.
I think we would because I think that we're challenge oriented. We've spent an inordinate amount of time together, more probably than most married couples.
Yes.
And in very small spaces.
And we're problem solvers.
Yes.
And we don't waste time.
You're very detail oriented. And so I feel like you would win. But also Dancing with the Stars, I could see you winning there too.
Like these are all things that sound like my actual name.
No, I'd rather go on The Bachelor and I'm married.
Like start with just taking away my phone and that's just I'm in. She loves Christmas. I bet you kicked your pumpkins off today.
Kim has what we call an STD, which is a skipping Thanksgiving disorder. She ignores Thanksgiving and goes straight to Christmas the day after Halloween.
That's Clea. She's already listening to like Hark the Angel Heaven Sing or whatever it is.
And I'm Jewish. I care so much about Christmas. I actually skip Halloween. I mean, I let my kids trick or treat. I'm not a monster, but like no Halloween decor. My phone screensaver is already a Christmas tree. Like I go right into it. I changed my phone over on October 30th. I didn't even make it to November 1st.